One of the things that growers find in their vineyards from time to time are weak areas of vines. More often than not, they put that down to a particular problem with the soil type, or they might get a nutrition test done, and that might indicate they need to apply something. But growers also need to remember to look underground, because one of the things that can cause weak spots in vineyards is grapevine phylloxera. To check the root system, you obviously need a shovel that you can dig up a sample of the roots with. It is also best to ensure that you've got some disinfestation material on hand, some chlorine dip that you would perhaps normally use in a foot bath. You can also use that for cleaning down your equipment after digging some vines. Basically, you don't go to the middle of the weakened area of vines. If it is phylloxera, they'll quite often have moved on from that particular vine, and you really need to look at some healthier vines, or apparently healthier vines, either side of that weak spot, and that's where you go to dig. Early in the season, there may not be a lot of root growth, and you may have to dig around for a while to find some good fresh root growth. But fresh roots grow fairly straight and have a reasonably light green colour to them. Where phylloxera are present, the fresh root growth tends to be swollen and also hook-shaped near the tip of the root, perhaps about 1 centimetre back from the root, or 5 millimetres back from the root. There'll be a bend in the root. If there's phylloxera there, it will be present generally on the inside of that root, because as the phylloxera is feeding, it stimulates excessive growth on the far side of the root, so the root actually starts to bend around the insect. But there may also be other insects crawling around on that root or feeding elsewhere on that root that may not be causing that particular galling. One thing you'll need to have with you is a 10 times hand lens, magnification lens. The insects are very small. You can fit quite a few of them onto a match head, and probably the biggest insect is about as big as a pinhead, so they can be very hard to pick up, and you certainly need to have a hand lens with you to look at the gall on the root, or the swelling on the root. And you definitely have to find the insect there to be able to confirm that it is phylloxera present in the vineyard. What we have here is a method of trapping phylloxera. At certain times of the year, phylloxera comes up out of the ground. It's trying to disperse and to find new root systems. So one way of capturing them is to use this simple container inverted on the soil, a couple of pegs to hold it down from the wind. These traps are placed out, and about 3 weeks later you can come back and check the traps. There's a lot of moisture settles inside the traps. The insects crawl up out of the soil, up the side of the trap, and they get caught in the water, the condensation that's there, and we can just quite simply rinse this out and have a look at the water that's there, and if there are any insects there, they'll be in that water. Then it's a matter of simply replacing the trap and monitoring the populations a bit later on. Now, if you do suspect phylloxera is present in the vineyard, it's important perhaps to mark that particular vine that you found it on, clean up the equipment, clean up your boots, change your clothing, and then it's important to contact the Department of Primary Industries, the Plant Standards branch, the people who will then come out and have another look and necessarily do a positive identification on the insect.